Whoever invented the Chinook helicopter was a genius. It was extremely heavy. Whether it was a tank or an armored vehicle, it lifted straight away and undertook a large number of troop delivery missions during the Vietnam War. The Chinook is 30 meters long, 3.7 meters wide, and weighs 12 tons. It has two very powerful turboshaft engines. Work will be a large amount of air into and compressed into a smaller volume of compressed air with higher pressure, and fuel mixing and start ignition. The center reducer thus gets the power output from the turboshaft engine, and two planetary gearboxes inside the reducer decelerate the engine shaft so that the power is transmitted evenly to the front and rear rotors. But I wondered why the two rotors wouldn't collide. It turns out that the front wing is tilted forward by 9 degrees, while the rear wing is tilted by only 4 degrees, and there will be a gap of 48 centimeters between the two wings, so they can never collide. They rotate in opposite directions, which counteracts the reaction torque, so naturally it doesn't need a tail. Whereas a normal helicopter without a tail would have a rotor overhead exerting an opposing force on the fuselage, and the result would be spinning in place, unable to do anything. Now back to the Chinook helicopter, which can fly up and down, left and right, back and forth by changing the angle of the paddles, but this system is very complex and far more difficult to maneuver than a fixed-wing aircraft. And if you don't do it right, you'll be killed. There are 3 hooks on the bottom of the Chinook, which can be used in different combinations to lift huge things like tanks. With 42 cubic meters of space for 2 military Humvees or 50 heavily armed soldiers and a hydraulically equipped winch, moving heavy loads is no problem. Although the Chinook is a transport aircraft, it also has some attack capability, although it is usually escorted by 2 Apache helicopters. It's incredible that the Chinook has been around since 1961 and remains one of the best transport aircraft in the world to this day.